In 1858, a London Times correspondent reveals the secrets of a hidden part of the empire.
The soil and climate are good, healthy and genial. Timber, coal and fish abound without limit. And as the country becomes better known to the world, there can be no doubt that its advantages would be better availed of.
Indians, who number about 75,000, have always known about the riches of their land. And now, those riches are claimed by white settlers. By the mid-1860s, the heady days of the Cariboo Gold Rush are coming to an end. Most of the prospectors have moved on, but thousands remain. One of those seeking a fresh start in British Columbia is William Smith. He was born in Nova Scotia but moves to California as a young man. He is a mystic and an eccentric.
What I love most, love of order, beauty, the world, the universe.
To persuade any doubters, he changes his name to Amour de Cosmos, lover of the universe, and moves to Victoria. Like most of the newcomers, he is single. There are almost no white women in the new settlements, and the church frowns on mixed marriages. One man complains of his constant loneliness.
There is probably no country where the paucity of women in comparison with men is so injuriously felt. Oh, if 50 or 100 should arrive from England every month until the supply equaled the demand, what a blessing it would be to us.
Women are sent for, and in 1862 the first shipload arrives from England. They are welcomed aboard HMS Grappler. Edmund Hope Verney is the commander.
One female was carried up helplessly intoxicated, and 2 or 3 more were evidently the worse for liquor. There is not a shadow of doubt in my mind that at least 1 or 2 of the women are thoroughly bad, and must have been so before leaving England.
But the newspaper records many happier stories.
Several of the girls are about to be married. 6 marriages were proclaimed in church the other day.
Among them, John Leach weds Mary MacDonald. The young arrival later becomes the organist for the Anglican Cathedral. British Columbia hopes to attract other settlers with generous land grants. Europeans are offered 160 acres each. Indian families are expected to make do with 10. Amour de Cosmos, now editor of the British Colonist, has no qualms about displacing the Indian population.
Shall we allow a few vagrants to prevent forever industrious settlers from settling on unoccupied lands? Not at all. Locate reservations for them on which to earn their own living, and if they trespass on white settlers, punish them severely.
14 Indian bands have signed treaties with the British, giving them some protection from encroachment by settlers. But Joseph Trutch, the new land commissioner, wants these rights rolled back. He calls the previous agreements purely symbolic.
These presents were, as I understand, made for the purpose of securing friendly relations between those Indians and the settlement of Victoria, then in its infancy, and certainly not in acknowledgement of any general title of the Indians to the lands.
It is not the view of one Niska elder.
I am the oldest man here, and I can't sit still any longer and hear that it is not our father's land. Who is the chief that gave this land to the queen? Give us his name. We have not heard it.
Amor de Cosmos dreams that Canada will inherit the land. He believes it is time to cast off the colonial mantle and join the Dominion. That puts him at odds with most of the colony's elite, who still prefer the British connection. The debate might have gone nowhere had it not been for a sudden turn of events. In 1871, the distant Canadians invite BC to join them on highly favorable terms. They promise to build a railway over the Rockies within 10 years. The astonished politicians of BC would have been content with a wagon road. Amor de Cosmos, soon to be BC's second premier, is swept off his feet.
We have become allied with a people who will rule the northern end of the American continent for 1,000 years.
Wild celebrations in Victoria mark the entry of British Columbia into Canada. The First Nations do not join in. The excitement is echoed at the other end of the country, where Macdonald and Cartier have seen their vision realized.
We are going to tie the oceans together. 100 victories carried over the opposition please me less than the presentation of such a bill. This is my pride and joy.